into today's video, I wanted to share with you guys my newest obsession, which is actually a game on the App Store called Lost Island. As you guys know, I have been sick for God knows how long, so I've had a lot of downtime, meaning I have literally been in bed just playing this game because I am so addicted because it is so much fun. You basically become an island owner to a rundown, possibly haunted island, and your goal is to renovate it and uncover the mystery. You play blast puzzles to earn stars to finish the quests and to build your island. It's super fun and addicting, and I embarrassingly find myself playing it for hours on end. I'm so close to figuring out the mystery, and I'm dying to know the truth. So download Lost Island now for free using my links below, and you can get 7 lives and 700 coins so you can figure out the mystery faster. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. It's back, guys. We have Megan back on my channel. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Today we're doing a Q&A. And welcome to our channel.
Hell yeah.
Yep, we haven't done a Q&A in a really long time. Actually, I'm pretty sure...
We've done Q&A type-ish videos before, but I don't know if we've done like a full dedicated Q&A.
Well, we are now. So, let's get into the video. The first question is... Do you want to ask... yeah?
I don't know. We'll get ready to read it. The first one is opinions on having children before 16.
I am not a fan of that idea.
You just think you're better than me because you had your kid at 17.
Yeah.
I am 17 and pregnant.
I am 16 years old and I am 11 weeks pregnant as of today.
17 is a whole different... Not 16.
Yeah.
No.
So, I think it just depends. If there's someone who's 16 who finds themselves pregnant, I think, yeah, it's good to give your support to that person. But if there's someone who is 16 who wants to have a baby, I wouldn't support that.
So my beliefs on this, and this goes like whether you are 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
A few minutes later.
24, 25, 26.
2 hours later.
98, 99, 100. Doesn't matter.
I'm gonna be...
Compose yourself. Thank you. This is such a simple answer and we like can't.
We're gonna restart this question.
At 16 years old, there was no way I was like ready to be a mom.
No.
Like we're here, I made it, thankfully, but I wouldn't suggest anybody who is 16, you can be mature for your age. Like I think I was mature for a 16-year-old, but that doesn't make me mature.
So I actually do have really strong beliefs on this. I do believe that you should be at least 18 before you are actively trying to conceive. Obviously, getting pregnant accidentally, that's like a whole different story. I can't really speak for that because I was pregnant at 17. But my reasoning that I do believe that you should be 18, or at least majority of people should be 18, is because there are a lot of things that you cannot do if you are 17 that just make your life harder, make your child's life harder. For example, whenever I gave birth to Grayson, Patrick was 17, I was 18, and his mom actually had to come all the way down to the hospital, which that's a whole nother story because she was working and Patrick's dad was actually leaving the country that day. So
That's how we filmed the rest of the video.
So my son didn't want me, so there's Megan. But because his parents almost were not able to make it down, he almost was not on the birth certificate. We were able to like come back after that, but we would have had to actually pay for him to be on the birth certificate after that. So unless you are emancipated and have like full legal rights to yourself, I really don't think it's a good idea, regardless if you even if your parents like let you move out and you're living on your own, there's still a lot of things that you just can't do at 17. So I don't think that you should try to conceive until you are of age, and then from there on, you do you, boo. Shh, 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 shh. But yeah, obviously I cannot control anybody else's body. If you are 16 and trying to conceive, I I'm not gonna give judgment your way. I just wouldn't advise it. And I
Good
don't
luck
endorse
to
it.
you.
Yeah, it's hard. And even like being pregnant at 17, looking back on it compared to this pregnancy, it's completely different. Just my mental state, because I am so much more happier this time around because things are going easier.
I did intentionally conceive Jax when I was 16.
No, you were not.
I don't agree either.
He's judging.
With that being said, I know what that mindset is like, being underage and wanting to have a kid and then proceeding to make a kid. So I'm not saying that I can't relate to that. I don't necessarily judge anybody who does, because that would be hypocritical. I did the same thing, but I just strongly advise against it because I now know that it was not the best decision that I could have made at that point in my life. Number 2, yeah, we're only on the second one. Would you ever have started a YouTube without your kids?
No.
I would. I did. I used to have a lot of different YouTube channels dating back to when I was like 11 years old, so I already had YouTube, and I probably would have created another channel that wasn't mom related, obviously, if I didn't have Jax.
I wouldn't, I mean, I had an old YouTube, and I've made YouTubes with a lot of my like older friends, like the Gabby and Alex show, and I think the Taylor show was another one of them. Yeah, they were all shows. Yeah, and that's like when I was like really young, and I've always wanted to pursue YouTube, but I never necessarily knew like what I would actually talk about. And so whenever I became pregnant, I just, you know, made a YouTube.
Would you consider being an open couple? Why? And then love you.
With each other, or?
Absolutely.
Disgusting. No.
This is strictly a professional relationship.
We're not even real friends, guys. It's just in front of the camera, okay? No, I would never consider being in an open relationship just because how I am as a person. I'm a very jealous person, and that's mine.
Mine.
So no.
Yeah, I just don't like sharing what's rightfully mine.
Mine.
But I don't care about like other people being in an open relationship. I think like you do you, and if that's what floats your boat, make your boat float.
All sex is good sex as long as it's consensual. Do whatever you want with whoever you want.
With how many ever you want.
Whatever men you want.
How long have you known each other?
6 months.
Yeah. We met right when she moved here and right when I moved into our apartment.
How does both you being teen moms benefit your friendship? It is the reason that
We are
it
friends.
exists.
Yeah. I don't know, it's weird because I'm a very outgoing person, but I don't like reach out to make friends just because like I'm afraid of rejection, so I don't do it. I wouldn't have reached out to her if she was just like a normal person to hang out, especially because you live in California.
Yeah, I mean the whole reason why we are friends is because we both had Instagrams and YouTubes dedicated to
Children.
moms and babies, so
Yeah.
that's like how we met. So if we didn't have that, we probably would have never met.
It's not why we've remained friends necessarily, it's just like how we started.
Because I'm
being
sure if
friends.
we happened to have met like before we both have kids, probably would have been friends. Because
Yeah,
I was
like in
roughly
school.
the same personality back when I was in high school. How are your parenting styles similar? What is different?
They're the same parenting style.
Literally the same.
Yeah, that's why we get along. Because we are, what would you even describe our parenting styles?
Literally no clue.
Because we're like wannabe hippie moms, but not all the way.
The only thing we disagree on are like very minor parenting choices, but it's like
There's two.
there's literally 2, and the 2 don't even matter much.
They're not something we're passionate about.
Yeah, so it's like whatever.
What is something you wish you did before having kids?
I wish I abused my freedom more.
Yeah.
Because I didn't. I was always a very quiet, indoors,
Yeah.
not wanting to hang out with anybody type of person, and I really wish I had kind of not lived a little, but lived a little, you know? Once you have a kid, you can kind of do everything that you did before, but in
a little
moderation, and it makes it more difficult. You can't just, Like, if your friends text you asking to hang out, you can't just be like, okay, I'll see you in like 20 minutes. You have to be like, all right, give me 3 hours to like get everything together.
Yeah.
And like find a babysitter and like
if
all
you
this
need
stuff.
one. And then like even if you do have a babysitter, you obviously don't want to take advantage of that, and half the time you're missing your kids so much with like whatever you are doing.
Yeah.
So you're really only out for like 3 hours. So yeah. Have you ever had the sexes?
Have you ever had sex while pregnant?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty normal thing, unless you are not
risk.
allowed, to have sex. Harass. If you're harassed, you cannot have
Harassed pregnancy.
But yeah, it's definitely a lot more difficult.
Your
Can't do
positions
everything.
are limited. Mostly when you're farther along. It's just like,
I'm like at that point now.
how would you deal with your son becoming a teenage parent himself? I don't know why I was so out of breath reading that.
I'm supposed to be out of breath. I would deal with it.
I'd deal with it. I'd take care of it.
I would support him. I would not be happy if like that's the question. I would definitely be disappointed, but I would always be obviously right there beside him because we went through it. I would show him immensely how hard it is before we get there. I'm okay if he has sex. That's not like my issue. I think it's very natural for people to have sex as long as it is protected.
My main focus, if I found out that Jax got someone pregnant later down the line, was kind of ensuring that he was going to support the mother with whatever decision she was going to make. And so like, if she ended up keeping the baby, I obviously wouldn't want my son to ditch her and just like, I don't think that it's right for parents to support their children to just kind of just like leave the baby's life and have nothing to do with it, because
Right.
if he makes a child, he should be responsible enough to step up and help take care of it. How many times a day do you shit? Because I shit like 7 times and I'm wondering if that's normal. I don't think 7's normal. But that being said, it can range. For me, the magic number's around 3 right now. But
3
before it
seems
was
like a
like
lot.
every 3 days, so it's very confusing. My body's
I would rather
all out of whack.
I'd prefer like 2 big shits, you know, rather than like 7 tiny
Like
shits.
good solid ones.
Yeah, what kind of shits are they? Are they just like little pebble shits? Because that's annoying.
If you're doing like full bowel empty 7 times a day, little concerned. But if it's like little ones, I get it. That happens.
Well, thank you, Bia, for the question. If you guys would like to follow Bia and keep up with her shitting schedule, I will leave her information right here.
Go to her Instagram and comment how many times have you shit today.
Do it. I will like every single one of those comments.
So will I.
I will reply back to every I don't care if there's 2,000.
I'll answer for her.
We will reply back. We will group effort reply back. So do it. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We're switching arms. What was your first impression of Megan? I've talked briefly about this. I thought she was very, very mature for her age and very well educated, but I didn't think she was funny. Whenever I met her, you weren't really yourself, really, when we met.
I was like a very filtered version because I wasn't sure about you yet. I was like,
Yeah.
what can I say? How many offensive things can I say?
Yeah, we didn't know our boundaries of like what we can and can't say, but yeah, you were just like a normal person. And it was really cool that we both had sons, so I was like, yeah, I'll continue the friendship.
So you're saying I cleared the first round on a technicality that
Yeah.
I birthed a penis. Wow.
And then the
Stings
second
a little.
time you brought me a pregnancy test, and I thought that was like, wow, win my heart.
I know how to play my cards.
First date, have a son. Second date, bring them a pregnancy test.
The 2 steps to any girl's heart.
Now you have to answer your first impression.
No one asked.
I've
'cause
asked.
No one cares. I thought she was a bitch, if I'm gonna be honest. But not because she is, but because she looks like one.
Your first
First off, I
impression.
thought she was a bitch from just social media just because like she's got that face. And I thought she was judging me, like
That
through the
face.
pictures. And then I met her in person and I was like, wow, this girl's small. And then
Yours is a shitty first impression.
tiny bitch.
Next question. Thank you, next. What's y'all's biggest pet peeve? My biggest pet peeve is ignorant people that do not want to learn. That is really annoying. I know something and I have like articles or like facts to back it up, and I'm trying to show you these facts, and like you're like, no, I'm right. You're a pet peeve of mine.
I get it, okay? Kind of. I get that if someone's giving you this information and is like, look, you're wrong, and you're a parent and you've been doing said things, of course you're not gonna want to be like, oh wow, yeah, I messed up my
People have
kid.
too much pride. That's
It's
the
a
problem.
lot of it is pride and a lot of it is unwillingness to accept that you might have done something wrong, which like, it hurts, I get it, because like I've had people correct me on things and I didn't realize I was doing it wrong, and looking back I'm like, wow, I really messed up that one. But like, it just pisses me off when people don't want to learn for their kids' sake.
You're gearing it more towards moms. I'm like, in general.
I'm thinking of car seat safety mostly when I'm talking about this.
in general, I get pissed off about this. Stop.
This is
No, I'll put it in there.
who is this? Somebody look like shit. Who's had the hardest time parenting as a teen? This guy.
I like how it literally was me. Grayson was a really easy baby. I will give him that. But fuck, guys.
Tested her.
He
Pulling out all the stops.
Oh, he thinks he is 2 at like, that started at 1. Like he was like, yeah, no, I'm actually 2.
This is less to do with like as a teen part of it.
Yeah.
But more to do with the fact that our children are just very different.
Yeah,
And
very different.
My kid's been easy through every single stage from embryo to presence.
Must be nice.
So I had morning sickness, so I won the first trimester. Have you guys ever had an argument? Not over something real and like we actually care about.
No. I don't even think we really had disagreements, really.
Yeah, we have.
No, we haven't.
There it is.
There's no reason to fight.
There really isn't, because we parent the exact same way.
We're the
and
same person. And we're
It's
amazing.
the best way to parent, so I can't question her on anything she does.
We're just so amazing.
Everyone's like clicking off the video, like, hey, fuck these girls.
Anywho, I hate when people say that. Do you say anywho?
No! Who says that?
People say it. No Tito shade.
It's just quirky and it's annoying, you know?
Yeah, it's like I want to be quirky. And
No offense, but it's
as
annoying.
we're offending. No offense, guys. You could say it. I just will judge. No, just
How do I say this? You can say it, but it's like wrong.
we're kidding, guys. We're kidding. I haven't done one of these in so long. I forget how to do an outro.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah. Like.
I thought you hate doing that too.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I'm saying anywho. I'm saying like.
Who are you?